Hello Capricorns, welcome to my channel. This is Lolo Moon and I am here to give you your monthly message. So I know I'm a little late getting these out, but that's why I'm just not going to timestamp them anymore. It's been a very busy month. So Capricorn, I completely recorded a reading for you the other day, and the sound from my microphone, I have a Yeti. Like for whatever reason, it was not working, and it was such an amazing message. Like I was completely floored at how phenomenal this message was. And when I say that I was crushed that I could not upload it for you, like I mean that totally, like completely. Like I was so crushed over it because it was so sad. Such a good message. I'm really hoping the same message is gonna come out, but I do remember bits and pieces of it, so I'm gonna incorporate that into this reading. So let's kind of see what your overall message is. You have romance. Now that didn't really come out. Oops, a little angel fell over in the last message. And joy. Okay. Joy definitely did. Joy definitely, like what I really got from you, Capricorn, was like you were on sort of like a mission, like a personal mission in your life where you were kind of like straying from the beaten path, and that there were people in your life whom you cared very much for, but they basically were, you know, trying to insert their opinion in how you were managing your life right now. And you're just like, you know, I really very respectfully, like look at this, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, very respectfully. I think these are supposed to come out. You were very respectfully like, you know, I thank you for your opinion, but I know that I'm supposed to do this. Like, that's really what I got for you. Like, I knew that you felt like you were being called in the direction that you're moving in, and that people around you just didn't understand, but that was their shit. That's not your shit. You know what I mean? Or their stuff, not your stuff. So anyway, we have Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Judgment card. I really just felt like these cards were supposed to come out. I did not get a clarifying deck. Give me just a second. Okay. So Judgment kind of goes along with what I was saying. Like, I do feel like you're a little conflicted, obviously, right now at this space in your life, because look, Two of Swords is right in the middle. And I get the sense that, like, of course my dog starts barking right when I start recording. I get the sense that you're like kind of in between, like, okay, should I do like the right thing, the stable thing, the Capricorn thing, like, you know, where I'm really like prioritizing like my security and my stability. Like, nobody works harder than a Capricorn, right? Or am I going to follow my heart? And I feel like that's where you're at right now. Like, you are so divided, because I feel like there's a way that you've always done it, and now you're just like, but what if, like, what if I just did what's in my heart and just like just see what happens, see where I land, you know? It's that kind of energy. I do get the sense that you're just in this space in your life where you just want to feel excitement and joy and vitality, and you want to feel alive. Like, that's what I get. Like, you want to feel alive. Now, because romance is right here in the middle, you could literally be choosing between two people. The Joy card for me a lot of the times is like the Three of Cups energy, so there could be a third party kind of thing going on here. All right, cards are already coming out. Haven't even asked my question. We have the Nines. All right, what's the Ace of Pentacles about? Put those to the side. That's an extra message. We have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Pentacles. Very interesting. I kind of get the sense that, like, for some people, this is about, like, wanting to commit to somebody or committing to something. Could be long term. Could be a person, like a soulmate, past lover, something like that. Or wanting to commit to something where you are, you know, you're secure and you're building a foundation and a strong future. But I feel like you're kind of at this point where you're not entirely sure. Like, I feel like you're kind of waiting on, like, what's next. Like, you're waiting on a sign that's going to lead you in the right direction. But I feel like you already know what the right direction is. You just got to listen. Maybe that's what I'm for. Like, maybe that's what I'm here to help you with that. For some of you, you could be receiving some sort of like a new job, a pay raise, an inheritance. Like, you're waiting on that. And like, once you get this, like whenever you get like the financial backing, it'll be easier to make this decision to move forward. Kind of go after like what your heart wants. Interesting. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Okay, the Empress. So you now have the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Empress card, the Four of Wands. This is so wild. To me, it's like you're either like waiting for financial backing to like it could be purchase a house, or to support some sort of like creative endeavor, something that just lights you up. For others of you, it's about like actually like getting married. Like, I have to say it, because you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Empress. Like, you know, some of you, the Judgment card even, like some of you could really be considering like getting married, which is really interesting. But I feel like it's really weird because like there's also like all this divided energy, and it's like maybe some of you feel like if you do choose this, you know you have to leave something behind. And it could really just be your independence. Like, you know, maybe you just really struggle with letting go of that, you know, letting go of your independence. And you're like, if I commit, like you could be moving in with somebody. It doesn't have to be getting married. Like, you could be moving in with somebody and you're like, if I do this, you know, I'm letting go of my independence. And that's not necessarily true. It depends on your relationship dynamics. Like, if you have an interdependent relationship where both people are independent on their own, then you know, you're not sacrificing your independence. Now, of course, you consider another person, but like you don't have to become completely enmeshed with somebody. Like, it is possible to not. Anyway, one more card for the Two of Swords. What is this conflict about? The Justice card. Oh my God. Okay, well, for some of y'all, like, this is literally about getting married. You have the Justice card, the Judgment card. Like, this is wild. It's like, should I make this commitment? Should I do this? Should I go all in? Should I jump in with both feet? Like, should I do this? That is so interesting. So, okay, in the other reading that the sound obviously wasn't working, there was a figure in your life, Capricorn, who didn't fully agree with a choice that you wanted to make, or one of the paths. Like, you had two paths, and there was somebody in your life. It was somebody who was nurturing and caretaking, and I said in that reading that it could be a mother figure. Or it doesn't have to be a mother exactly. It could just be like, you know, the sort of conditioning of, is that the right way to say it? Just sort of like the lineage of your mother, right? In which, there's a certain way, like your mom did things or your grandma did things, and like you're kind of wanting to do things a little differently, and there could be a lack of approval. Okay. And that's what was coming through in that reading. And that could be part of the stress here, because it's like, you know, you may be like in this space in your life where you're like, I want to live on my own. I want to do my own thing. I want to make my own money. Like, I don't want to be a Susie homemaker or whatever, like gender non-specific, okay? But like you don't want to, which nothing against being a homemaker, because I was one for many years. But anyway, I'm not saying anything bad about that. I am pro-feminist women's choices all the way. Anyway, so I had to say that. But like, I mean, that could be something that you don't necessarily want because you want to make your own money with that Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I hope that it's on the camera. Anyway, and so that could be what the conflict is about, you know, and I feel like your heart really wants this, like, you know, your heart really wants this situation. This brings you a lot of happiness, but I feel like there's part of you that is just, you know, very determined to hang on to your independence. Very determined. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Like literally the Queen of Swords is the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck and the King of Pentacles. I heard I want to be my own King of Pentacles. Like that's what, you know, like the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, very business focused, like super attractor. Like neither one of these queens really needs a partner. Like they got it, especially when it comes out with the King of Pentacles. Like to me, it's like you're very business savvy. You're very focused on, you know, your passions and doing what you love. And I feel like you honestly may already be in a committed relationship, and like there's a certain way you've been doing things this whole time. Like maybe you've been a homemaker, or you've been, you know, very enmeshed with your partner, and now you're reaching a point where you're like wanting to move into more independence. And that doesn't mean like separating from this person. It just means that you're establishing more independence, you know? So, but I do see the conflict there. I really feel like the conflict is between like what you're told by a mother or what you were raised to believe versus like what you're becoming or what you're embodying at this time in your life. Tell me about the Judgment card. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're standing up and you're fighting. You're not like physically fighting, but I feel like you're standing your ground on what you believe, you know? Like I get the sense that you're like, there has to be a middle ground. There has to be a balance, you know, between me like self-sacrificing for a family unit, and or, you know, sacrificing time with this family unit for my own independence. Like I do get the sense that you're really looking for a middle ground, but I feel like part of you thinks you have to choose, and it really is just about finding that middle ground. Oh no. All these cards just came out. They all came out in reverse, though. So I'm going to get you a major arcana here from the Never Ending Tarot. What additional messages do you have for Capricorn this month? The Hierophant? Oh my gosh. So it's really, okay, the Hierophant is about tradition and the society and its rules and like a standard, you know, the rules and standards, right, that we are conditioned to. And I feel like with the Magician on the bottom of the deck and the Strength card underneath that, I do get the sense that you're like, yeah, but I want to assert my own independence. That's a Magician. Like, I kind of want to do things a little differently, you know? And you could have already been there, done that, and with the trying to align in certain ways. And now you're like, I need equality. The Justice card twice. I need equality. I need balance in my life, you know? I don't need to be all one way in tradition, or, you know, all in Magician and being like rebellious. Like there needs to be a balance. There needs to be you know, some harmony within me, like where I don't feel like I am just sacrificing something. And you know, we all have to make sacrifices in life, but it is when we like consistently sacrifice what we want, or, you know, sacrifice for the greater good. And whenever we self abandon, even then, you know, self abandon our own desires, our own needs for, you know, others, that's when it becomes problematic. And I feel like you're trying, it says right here, integration, courage, subtle power, integration of the animal self. And integration of the animal self. Interesting, because it's like you're integrating, like following your instincts. And I feel like your instincts is moving you in a direction of your heart, and not out of the pentacle energy. I feel like you're still moving in that direction, like where you care about stability, but I feel like you're kind of prioritizing your heart, like you're prioritizing what like brings you joy and fulfillment over this over like the beaten path, right? Like you want the road less traveled. That's what I'm seeing. Like you're ready to move. Yeah, you're ready to go down the road less traveled. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I did not grab my career and finances cards either. I'm just out of it. All right, tell me what's good that's coming in for Capricorn. Good that's coming in. Invite help, individuality, and divine source. And that could be part of it, and then you have flow on the bottom of the deck. You could just have a situation with somebody where like you're finally pursuing things that you like in your life, or that bring you joy, and you may need assistance with children, for instance, and because of that, you know, people think that because they help you, then that means that, you know, that they have a right to give you their opinion, and that's not the case. It's like, just because you chose to help me does not mean